So let's talk about PoleStar. We're going to start with the weekly chart this time. And last week, price broke through some key levels at the $2 level. Now, this is the second trading day of the week thus far. And what we see is a indecision candle, which means that the buyers and sellers are pretty much equal, and rightfully so. Price is just taking a breather from the origin of the leg down, which broke through these support level $2. Now if we scroll up, we can see another level of resistance in the form of weekly sellers at $2.90, which hit already. You have this drop in price, one basic candle drop, and then a pullback was a great entry to go short. We could also see above this weekly sellers roughly at $3.30. We have another level of interest that was previous support, which should now serve as resistance. And then we have another level above that at the $4 level. Support should become resistance. Now, before we try to determine where price is heading next, let's look at this article. So shares of PoleStar are down about 8% after the EV maker reported weaker than expected 2023 deliveries. During the fourth quarter, PoleStar delivered almost 13,000 vehicles, bringing its full year 2023 deliveries to 54,600, up by about 6% year over year. Fourth quarter deliveries fell by 8.4% compared to the third quarter deliveries, up roughly 14,000 vehicles. Now during its third quarter earnings, the EV company guided 2023 deliveries of 60,000 vehicles. Therefore, it fell short by about 5,500, or about 9.9%. Now PoleStar 4 has been very well received in China, and ramping up production was an important milestone for us. This is the CEO saying, sales of our SUV coupe will start in Europe and Asia and Australia in the coming weeks. Now, other news coming from the company, they had several changes in their suit, but that's not going to move the stock up or down. So PoleStar has confirmed that it will report its fourth quarter earnings on February 29th before the market open. Analysts are expecting $817 million in revenue, up by 33% sequentially, and a GAAP EPS loss of 27%. For the full year, calendar year of 2023, analysts expect revenue of $2.721 billion, up by roughly 11% year over year, and a GAAP EPS loss of 38 cents. All right, now, kind of going back to the charts. Again, this is the weekly. Before we zoom down to the daily, let's zoom out to the monthly, kind of taking a helicopter view of the levels we talked about on the weekly chart. Now, what's significant about the monthly chart, you have a drop in price, two basic candles, and then the drop. So the charts are suggesting more downside risk. Let's go to the daily chart. Here was that support level we saw, which actually formed a triple bottom, and you had this nice little indecision candle. You had a drop, base, and then the drop, and that would have been a great opportunity to go short if you are a momentum trader. So we're going to mark that in blue to signify daily sellers. Now today price hit a low of $1.60 before the buyer stepped in. There appears to be a little level interest this wick over wick, so let's go down to the 4-hour level. So you can see that drop, base, drop. So we're going to mark that in pink to denote a 4-hour sell level. Wall Street likes round hole numbers. So the chart suggests price potentially is pulling back just to take the next leg lower. Who's to say price can't get to $1? Go into the earnings. But this is the level that needs to hold in order for price to base and stabilize. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.